welcome to episode 5 of the KJ Today
That's a
Show.
lie. I don't believe that.
It's episode 5, Johna. Look at us. Shout out because it's my show. Shout out to Johnny Storm. He's 2 years old today. Woo, 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 woo.
Yay, Johnny.
That would be our cat, Johnny Storm. Not actual Johnny Storm. So we're so glad that you're here. And we just want to be completely transparent, always up front. Last week's show was like everything. We were firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
The equipment was working. We were in the groove. Everything was working. Today has not been that day.
No, not at all.
It's not been that day. I do have Shanghai. We are prepared once again with our protection from Patches, who tends to break all the equipment just with his presence.
He was in here earlier touching my camera. So.
He's electrifying is what he is. And so much so.
Rub some dryer sheets on him.
I have never thought about that. We should rub dryer sheets on Patches and see if that doesn't stop him from breaking the equipment. Next week we'll do that in the pre-show. So we didn't even go live on Instagram for the pre-show because it was just like, I don't know, we're going to get through this, guys. I don't know what's happening. But we are here and it is our POPCON preview. We are just moments away at this point from POPCON. We're packing up tomorrow. I mean,
mere breaths away from POPCON.
Johna, people are moving into the convention center tomorrow.
We're going to be moving into the convention center
with
soon.
Their POPCON things. With their POPCON things. It's happening.
What do we have for POPCON?
Well, we'll figure that out tomorrow.
Yes.
Right now, we have the KJ Today Show.
We're so good at planning, guys.
A couple of things with our POPCON preview. We are very excited to bring you a conversation with Tom Arnold. Get ready for that. He talks really fast. And
yeah, he does.
He's a joy. We are also going to bring the Circle City Ghostbusters on with us to have some fun. They are a big part of POPCON every year, and they always pick a charity, and they do great things and help raise money, and they're so much fun. So on a day when I was like, man, we're going to need some fun on this show, and I'm not sure that I'm bringing it, well, we are going to make sure that we are bringing it, even if we need other people to bring it, like the Circle City Ghostbusters.
Yes, they're going to be picking up the slack on the show 100%.
They are. All right, Johna, I'm adjusting your microphone.
I know. I don't know why it's not working.
I don't know. I hear you. Can you hear? Please comment if you can hear Johna now. Please comment.
Can you hear me now? Good.
All right. Reminder to get your KJ crew number. We're going to be doing a big giveaway, $100 prize when we reach 100 crew members. You can get that number by going to kjcrew.com. Congratulations to Sarah of Avon, who is not with us tonight because she's actually seeing the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra tonight.
Jealous.
It's Brahm versus Radiohead.
Ooh.
So they're doing this whole series that's like rock music with classical music together.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah. And we have a whole bunch of regular viewers that are usually with us who are at the POPCON volunteer meeting right now. Sure. How dare you, POPCON, have your volunteer meeting during our show where we're trying to promote POPCON?
You better be streaming this in the background is all I'm saying.
Still a ton of fun to come. We've got the Pet of the Week coming up for you. This is all about positive vibes. So if you're just joining us for the KJ Today Show, episode 5, we are about bringing the fun, about bringing you 60 minutes of positive vibes with pop culture, people to know, and pets. And so we're going to cover all of that in the next 60 minutes. And we hope that you are here to have some fun with us.
So much to do in so little time.
Yes. Can we make the big announcement?
Please, KJ, I've been
Okay.
on the edge of my seat since last week, okay?
What have you been on the edge of your seat about,
Because
Johna?
I want everyone to know. I already know, but I want everyone else to know so they can be excited for us.
Yes. So 5 episodes in, the KJ Today Show has another sponsor, and I am so excited about this. These guys are the official sponsor of the positive vibes that the KJ Today Show brings.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Please welcome to the KJ Today family, Summer Bash, Indiana.
Woo! Yay!
Yes,
They're
that's-
giving us money.
It's a great big party. You camp, you see all this live music, you have all of this fun, and it's July 8th and 9th. So I'm going to be telling you more about Summer Bash. If you're like, I can't wait to learn more, go to summerbashindiana.com.
Definitely sounds like Warped Tour.
Did you go to Warped Tour?
I went to Warped Tour a lot and almost died multiple times.
Wait a second. I went to Warped Tour a gazillion times and never died.
Oh,
I mean, clearly I'm here.
Well, I mean, for all of you who don't know, fun fact about me, I don't have sweat glands like in this general area of my body, like my face.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't have sweat glands. So when I'm out in the sun for too long, my body doesn't sweat to cool off.
Oh my gosh.
So the heat just is trapped inside of my body.
Wow. It's in particular in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So your face could boil if it's outside too long.
Yeah. I can like faint if I get too hot.
That's not okay.
No, it's not.
All right. We must protect. Well, this is a music festival that is a camping event as well, Johna. So plenty of tents and campers and things to protect your non-sweating face.
I love that.
All right. So for those of you who have been asking, I got several questions this week in the Dear KJ, Dear KJ, how was Carb Day? Hi, Carb Day was great at home. It was stressful because, they kept saying, Johna, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, right? It's going to pour, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't really that bad.
But it was hit and miss all day. I mean, even, the practice, there was a big wreck during practice. Our boy Colton Herta.
No, not Colton.
Colton Herta, who was on the KJ Today Show talking all his nerdy stuff.
Not Colton.
Oh, it was stressful because he wrecked and he was upside down and the car was sliding. So he's upside down and the car's sliding, and I know you don't know a lot about racing, but his dad is the one that's in his comms, right? And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh yeah, I couldn't
imagine being in that situation.
Like, father, son, like, I don't know what's worse at this moment.
Yeah.
But Colton immediately said, I'm okay. And then his dad was like, stay where you're at. Don't take anything off. Like, and it was 7 seconds from the time that the car stopped to when the safety crew was there getting him out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, so it made for a really weird Carb Day. When Rick Springfield came on, I'm sitting there with my phone and I'm like, it's going to rain during the Rick Springfield concert. Like, Patches, where are you? Because you were with me all day. I kept checking the radar. I'm like, yep. It's going to rain during the Rick Springfield concert. Definitely shouldn't go to the track.
Exactly.
How many times did I tell you? Yeah, it's still going to rain during the concert. We definitely should not be there.
Yeah, exactly. And it was awesome because, it sucks because inevitably it did rain during the concert. So
let me tell you, I've never been so happy for a downpour. I was like, hell yeah, it's raining on Rick Springfield right now. I told you it was going to rain. I told you we shouldn't go. It was going to rain. I was like doing a rain dance. Like, I was right. We shouldn't have gone to Carb Day.
She said, if I can't enjoy Rick Springfield live, neither can y'all.
Exactly. Yeah. She felt very vindicated at that once the rain started coming down. It was awesome.
I bet she did.
But we made the most of it. The good thing about Carb Day at home is that you can watch the coverage. So you can see everything. Like the pit stop challenge that they do is so much fun to watch, but you can't at the track do all of that. So I'm sitting here justifying not going to Carb Day. All of you, if you went to Carb Day, I would love to hear about it. I saw a couple of videos people were posting of Rick Springfield, and women love to throw roses at him. That's kind of a thing. And so then he like takes the roses with his guitar and he strums the guitar, shreds the roses. And he was like doing that, but it was raining so hard that it would like splash and make this big dramatic scene. So
how extra. I love it.
It was very extra. So yeah, thanks to everybody who asked. We did not post pictures pretending like we were at Carb Day. We were 100% honest, and we did not go
I'm
to
still
Carb
so
Day.
mad you gave that secret away. God, I'm so mad. They'll never know. Oh, crap.
I know. But, whatever. Now people are always going to be guessing. Are they or aren't they?
Yes.
Interactive show here. If you are watching live, I need you to participate right now. And throughout the show, we're going to decide at the end of the show, you're a part of One Must Go this week. So One Must Go is a little fun game that we play, and we pit a couple things against each other, and you decide which one is wiped out of existence. So this week on Twitter, I don't know why this came up. I mean, obviously, Tom Cruise is in the news because
of
Maverick. Like, everybody's gone to see Maverick except us.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, everyone. And everyone's saying it's fantastic.
Yeah, I hear lots of good things about it.
For some reason, I wish they would have branded it One Must Go because it's what they were doing on Twitter. But
that's what we're for.
I would have been like, copyright claim. Excuse me. I own One Must Go. Twitter got into an argument about Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise.
Why though?
I don't know. Doesn't make sense, right?
No.
I don't know. It was but it was trending. I was like, why is Brad Pitt trending? And then you click on it because you're like, okay, did he die or did he say something stupid?
Right.
Right. Like this is what Twitter is, right? Like, did they die or did they say something stupid?
You're not wrong.
So I clicked on it, and it was just a great big argument about if you could only keep one, essentially, like who's the superior being, Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise?
All right.
So
weird.
In the comments, you decide. It's One Must Go, Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise.
Oof.
You don't have to answer right now, Johnny. You can think about it.
I got to think about it. Honestly.
Think about it while you put this hanger on your head.
Why though?
Because John, I'm all about what's trendy. Okay.
Oh God.
The hanger challenge has been going on.
On what?
On TikTok.
Why are we doing a TikTok challenge?
I don't know.
I don't do TikTok challenges.
So you're supposed to put the hanger on your head.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Okay. Patches, can you take camera 5?
Look at Patches' face.
Okay, so we're supposed to. I'm not going to tell you what happened, but something is supposed to happen when you put this hanger on your head. So you like spread it out and put
I'm sorry if I break your hanger. Also,
I don't care, John. I have 8,000 hangers for when you move next weekend. Okay, so for those of you who've seen the TikTok hanger challenge, you know what's supposed to happen. So just put the hanger on your head and then let it go. Okay.
What's happening?
Nothing's happening.
Why are we doing this?
See, it's a scam. It's supposed to.
Wait, don't take it off yet. I'm going to take a picture of us.
So you're supposed. This hurts. So all these people are doing this TikTok challenge. See, this is the power of suggestion. When it's supposed to, maybe we didn't put it on right. When you put the hanger on your head, it's supposed to force your head to turn. Oh, my head did turn there, and I didn't mean to. But it's like all these people were doing this. You put the hanger on your head, and it makes your head turn.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Now, our heads now.
Okay.
Now, garbage. Bye, hanger.
Maybe we have too much hair.
No, it wasn't. Everybody was doing it. Oh. So there we go. We just
maybe our heads are malfunction.
There are just no words.
Look, man, we just debunked the TikTok challenge.
Show's over, guys.
The tweeter talk.
16
Yay!
minutes in, show's over. Already.
Oh my God. That hanger that I had
Oh
had
my
like
God.
something wrong with it. And I think I have a dent and I'm bleeding. That
Uh-oh.
was like right there.
Uh.
That was not right. All right. Well, listen, we are going to be here to debunk every TikTok trend if that's what it takes. Don't believe the hanger head. It didn't work. You didn't even know, Johna, right?
I didn't.
Did you feel any desire to turn your head?
No. I
'Cause
felt like, why am I trying to make myself a cone head?
I don't know.
That's how I felt.
All right. Are you guys ready to talk about POPCON?
Please.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe that POPCON is, it's 2 days away. It's the greatest weekend of the year. Pop culture convention. This is something for everyone. And it's not just about the celebrities because you have you heard about the Squid Game that POPCON's doing?
I've heard, no one has explained it to me. I keep hearing about it, but no one has actually said words to me about it.
So, Johna, did you watch Squid Game? Or are you familiar with it?
I'm familiar with it. I didn't watch it.
Okay. So, no, nobody gets hurt. There's nothing violent going on in the POPCON version.
I honestly
of this,
would hope not.
But it's games that we can all play.
Okay.
But you in the TV show on Netflix, like you don't realize when you're signing up for this that if you don't move on, you're like toast, right? Like it's kind of like a Hunger Games meets schoolyard games. So red light, green light,
Got it.
things like that.
Okay.
So at POPCON, they're gonna do, the non-violent version.
Obviously,
the person that survives the Squid Game at POPCON this weekend gets all these prizes, lifetime pass to POPCON. Every year they get to go for free for the rest of their life.
That is the best.
And you can play because there's nothing about it that it requires skill, but there's nothing about it that you couldn't do, right?
Probably running. I probably could not do that.
I don't think there's going to be a whole, it's not going to be like a.
Also, definitely couldn't do
distance.
any crouching down because my knee will totally pop.
Oh my gosh. You're the young one on
Did
this
you
show.
not hear my knee pop when I was adjusting the lights over there?
I did not hear your
today?
knee pop. No. I did not hear that. So this is where POPCON is incredibly different from any other convention. And hello to everybody that is watching on the POPCON network. Thank you very much, POPCON, for being a supporter of us. The celebrities are getting ready to come to town. The cosplayers are coming to town. You have Yellowstone, the stars of Yellowstone, Johna, the stars of Supernatural. I have my Supernatural shirt on tonight. Ruby, the cosplay, the girl that's coming, Allison Tabitha.
Oh, there's me at John Wesley's ship.
Oh yeah, look at all this fun you can have. Allison Tabitha, one of the guests that's coming. You would never know she's not Wonder Woman.
I saw her picture and I was like, is that?
Yeah. There's a cosplayer from here in town.
Mm-hmm.
She spells her name Carrie, just like me, Kari. Oh yeah, that's what the K stands for. You would never know she's not Hermione. She's she even though she's local, people know her around the world. Nice. Millions of followers. So bring the kids, bring the fun, and get ready for POPCON this weekend. Tickets are on sale, popcon.us. You can get yourself a 3-day pass. One of the big guests that is coming to POPCON is a guy named Tom Arnold. You know him?
Do I know that guy? Yeah, I do know that guy. In fact, I do.
All right. Yeah. Tom Arnold.
Love him.
He's a wonderful man. Super funny.
Oh my God, he's so funny.
Very, very fast talker.
Yes.
Very fast.
Very quick talking.
I had the privilege of talking to Tom, who will be at POPCON all weekend long. And I just want you to get ready. You got to get your ears ready. I started talking to Tom about pets, of course, because
that's your life, man.
That's my jam. Let's talk about pets, Tom. And when I talked to him, he just gotten a puppy.
Oh yeah.
And the whole story, I mean, it was insane. Like they had picked out a puppy and the kids were all excited about it. And then like things got screwed up and they didn't get the puppy. And so then he had to figure out something. And it was like, I don't even remember, but the story involved like going to Tijuana or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was this insane thing. So he got the puppy. And then, you know, if you have kids, you let them name the puppy.
True.
Right. And so then it's not always the name that you want the puppy to be. Like my sister, when she was little, the first kitten we got,
Hi Malcolm.
His name was Elmo.
Love.
And then as a grown-up, she's like, why do we name him Elmo? And I'm like, because Elmo was your life when you were 5 years old and we got him and you made us name him Elmo. So this is Tom chatting with me about why his kids named their dog Sharon Stone.
Named her Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone's a buddy of mine. And they just seen Total Recall, the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's a friend of ours, and Sharon Stone just beats him up in it. So clips from The Quick and the Dead. And then Lexi, the middle name, my son likes this. They love these YouTube shows. The kids, they don't watch a lot of network TV. They watch Nickelodeon for kids a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But they watch these YouTube shows. And there's a show, FGTV or something, he watches a lot. And girl, the daughter that's in the middle is named Lexi, Lexi. And you kind of pay attention. He's like, oh, it has to be Lexi. He's 7. I think he has a crush on her. So that is her name. And what we did too is we started because Sasha, my assistant who works with the kids and works on my podcast, lives with us. And so we had me, Sasha, Jackson, Quinn, my kids were all dog trainers. And so we're all trying to get this puppy out of schedule, which was not working because I noticed the puppy would always poop under my desk, and puppies do that. I grew up on a farm, and animals, they want to bark. It's never the animal's fault. Nothing ever an animal's fault. It's always the human is involved with them. And she had a couple reoccurring issues. So we there's a fantastic trainer that takes the puppies in her home and does takes one at a time or two at a time. And so she went to live with her a few blocks over, and now she's training us. It's wonderful because humans need to be trained.
You know what? I am right there with you, Tom. I actually do behavior consulting for cats, and it's constantly like, I'm actually here to help the cat by getting you to understand you need help, not the cat. It's the human that needs to work here.
Well, I mean, even grow up on a farm, and you can tell if you want to move cattle, for instance, you can figure out who's going to be the leader. If you get to know, if you want to move a herd of 40 head of cattle, you can go, okay, I can tell you who's going to lead about that fence.
Oh yeah,
pretty much. You can tell who the leaders are, and you don't have to work as hard.
Did you ever think you'd be getting advice on how to lead cattle from Tom Arnold?
He never struck me as a farm type.
Oh, Tom grew up on a farm in Iowa.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I learned something new every day at the KJ Today show. All the time. Always learning new things here.
But that was like 2 minutes, and he told 8 stories.
I know. I was like, okay, dog. Oh, okay, assistant. Okay, now we're at the farm. Okay, what happened? Where are we at now?
His podcast is like that, and honestly, it's a fantastic podcast. It's called Off Topic, which I'm sure
that is the perfect name for a podcast for Tom Arnold.
That is a very aptly named podcast for Tom Arnold. That is perfect for him.
Tom Arnold will be at PopCon all this weekend, June 3rd through the 5th. He is a fantastic storyteller, just a wonderful guy. You can get photo ops with him, and certainly, he'll be at his autograph table for a lot of the weekend. Do not be afraid to walk up to him and start a conversation because he's an easy guy to talk to. This is our PopCon preview of the KJ Today show. And coming up next, we are going to chat with the Circle City Ghostbusters. They are here to believe you. But before we get to that, it's like there is some life after PopCon, believe it or not. And I know, Johna.
That is not even true.
Yes, I want you to please, Johna, save the date for June 8th and 9th because Summer Bash Indiana is happening.
Ooh.
I know it is a all-inclusive music festival.
Ooh, love all inclusive.
Now listen, at first I was like all inclusive. That means like everybody can come, right? Like we welcome everybody, but this is inclusive. Well, yes, but also it means all inclusive in the ticket, as in you get your parking, you get your tent camping for both Friday and Saturday night. You get hamburgers and hot dogs all day long on Saturday.
Ooh.
Okay. And you get water, soda, wine, and beer all day long on Saturday.
Wow, so they want you to be fed and hydrated
and enjoy 17 bands on 2 different stages.
That is, where do I sign up?
I know, right?
Where do I get my tickets?
SummerBashIndiana.com.
I'll be there.
July 8th and 9th. It's at the Water Bowl in Muncie, which my friend Pamela from Grateful Rescue, she was like, oh, that's a fantastic place. So we are going to be up there. The KJ Today show will be live. And there's a fabulous hair band, cover band that's going to be there on Friday night in America. And tickets are $80. You get the camping, you get the food, you get the drink, and you get all of these bands.
That's a really good deal.
I know. And Johna, promo code.
What?
Because Summer Bash is amazing. If you go to summerbashindiana.com and you use the promo code KJ today, you will save $10 off that $80 that already includes all of that amazing good stuff.
So make sure you use the KJ Today promo code, guys, to get $10 off because $10 is a lot.
Yes.
Especially with these gas prices, okay?
Oh my gosh, right? Thank you very much, Summer Bash of Indiana, for joining us and being a part of the KJ Today family.
I did have a question about Summer Bash.
Yes.
You mentioned something earlier about 2 rules for Summer Bash. What would they be?
Oh, thank you for asking, Johna. These are our kind of people. Okay? There are 2 rules for Summer Bash. Okay. No glasses allowed. So you can bring some of your own stuff.
Okay.
But don't bring the glass bottles.
Okay. I thought you meant like no glasses, like we can't wear like our
take your glasses off. I need you to you're gonna there's 17 bands that are gonna be there, but you cannot see them with your glasses on. Okay. Now
just wanted to make sure.
Johna, you're so not a drinker.
I know.
Wait, I can't wear my glasses? No glass bottles. Okay?
Got it.
No glass bottles.
Got it.
If you want to bring some stuff, make sure it's in plastic.
Got it.
Okay. You got to take care of the water bowl.
Makes sense. They better have recycling bins out there.
Don't hurt anybody with your glass bottles.
I would never.
All right. Rule number 2, Johna. And I'm quoting this. This is coming from a sponsor. Rule number 2 for Summer Bash: don't be a dick.
I love it. Yes. We stand Summer Bash. That's also one of the quotes from a podcast that I listened to. They say that. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Love it.
So again, summerbashindiana.com and use that promo code KJ today to save $10. And I will see you there. All right. POPCON Preview show continues. Ooh, Johna.
Love that.
Are you ready for a little bit of ghosty fun? I know you're afraid of the ghosts.
Yes, I love.
Let me ask you, Johna, who are you going to call?
Oh God, are we going to call the Circle City Ghostbusters?
We are.
I feel safe when they're in.
Hi guys, welcome to the party. Who's got the equipment that's interfering?
Yes,
you know what? That might be me. I'll take all this off. I'll turn this off.
Jacob and
all the toys.
Last week we were challenged, and you said we got to prove that we're real. Had to bring the heat.
Well, clearly you're real because there's like a ghost interfering with your signal right now.
Thanks.
So tell everybody who you are and what you do because this city needs you more than they know.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Josh.
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead. So we are the Circle City Ghostbusters. We are a Sony recognized fan club that actually we do a lot
Josh, I think it's actually you that are that
me?
most is interfering.
Let me try something real quick here.
All right.
I'll take this. I'll take this.
All right. All right, you take it,
Mute
Jacob.
your mic and I'll take this.
Look at, I'm just holding my Shanghai, trying to make this go away. Make the bad emissions go away.
Let me know if that's better.
Well, it wasn't this guy. It wasn't the ghost. Okay.
All right, I think we solved the problem. There we go. Ghost busted.
Cool.
Josh,
go ahead,
came
Josh.
This thing. Go on.
All right, tell everybody what to do.
All right, so we are the Circle City Ghostbusters. We are a Sony recognized fan club here in Indianapolis. The one thing that we get together and do a lot is we do like to raise money for charity in and around the area of Indianapolis. And our biggest thing is helping out the community is what we do. Not only do we have a love for the movie, as you can see on my back wall, but we also like to help out, and that's our biggest thing we like to do. Jake, you got anything else to add to as far as what I'm missing?
You know, I mean, Josh pretty much covered it. We love to help out local causes, and we love to take $5,000 or more out of anyone's pocket that's got a ghost. You give us a call at 317-983-2368. We take care of it.
Wow. Wow, that's it. That's a deal right there.
What a plug right there.
It is. It is.
That is a special we've been running.
I tell you.
We've been running a special, double the proton power, double the prices.
Wow. Now, Johna here, she's terrified of the ghosts.
That's facts.
We can definitely take care of them.
To say we ain't afraid of them. So
they are in fact not afraid of no ghosts.
Is there anything other than taking $5,000 from Johna that you would suggest she do if she encounters a ghost?
Well, you know, for you, we might work pro bono.
Oh, that's nice. I'll buy you guys like a pizza and some beer or something.
We can do that. I mean, pizza, beer. Hey, that's we could do that. That's definitely.
I got you, man.
So the Circle City Ghostbusters, they keep us safe from all of the ghostly things that are going on for a small fee, and they are actually going to be joining in the cause this weekend. POPCON has teamed up with Grateful Rescue and Zachary Tinkle, who is a NASCAR ARCA driver and has been traveling around the country bringing Hoosier hospitality and bringing pet supplies to all of his race stops. So he's been to like Daytona and Talladega. Nice. Well, guess what? There are race stops coming up here locally. We have one.
I would hope so.
Coming up.
We are the racing capital.
we have one that is coming up at Lucas Oil, the raceway there, and Salem Speedway, which Salem is actually where Johnny Storm was found. Yes. So Zachary Tinkle is going to be, you can see some footage here of him. He goes right to the shelters. He takes this trailer full of supplies and he helps out the shelters with pet food and cleaning supplies. You can see peanut butter for the dogs. And so we're asking everybody to, when you come to POPCON this weekend, to help with Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, which is our partner, our founding Racing for the Rescues sanctuary here based out of Muncie, who's helping coordinate all of this. Let's get as many supplies as we can and make sure that when Zachary pulls into these Indiana stops, that his trailer is full. So let's talk to you guys. Circle City Ghostbusters, I brought this up to you. You were immediately interested in how can we help, which is what I love about you guys. So let everybody know where you're going to be at POPCON and what you are doing to join in collecting these supplies and helping with Racing for the Rescue.
So we're going to have a booth set up at POPCON, which anybody can come up and visit. We're going to have some prizes ourselves that we're going to be giving away. We're going to have our fabulous prize wheel set up so you can come up for a $1 donation, and everything is going to go towards Grateful Rescue, which is, as you talked about, is a good cause. And me and my wife also help out with rescues as well with the animals. I've got one boy under here right now being very good. So for us, and for me, I do like helping out rescues. Matter of fact, one of the pictures looks like the dog food that we have at our house here because we have 4 dogs. So,
Wow.
yeah, it gets a little hectic here, but we will be there. You come on up, take pictures. We're gonna have the whole setup. We're gonna have information as well. And I believe there is a location that you can bring in the supplies there, right? Because you and I talked about that, KJ, as far as where it's going to be.
Yeah. So if you want to, make a donation, a monetary donation, you want to have fun, spin the wheel, with the Circle City Ghostbusters, you can do that. The supply collection, you're going to see right when you walk in the main entrance to PopCon. So before you go through the door, you're going to see Zachary Tinkle Racing will be set up. He's bringing his mini car. So
love that.
You can't miss it. And you'll be able to drop off the supplies. So literally, if you're like, I'm coming to PopCon, I'm bringing all my cosplay, I got all this stuff, throw a couple cans of food or some paper towels in your backpack, and you'll be able to drop those off as soon as you walk in the door. So we thought we'd make it easy because we know, when you go to a con,
oh yeah,
you're carrying a lot of stuff. So you can just drop that stuff off and head into the con, head over to see the Circle City Ghostbusters, stop by the Kind of Nerdy Girls booth.
Please come see me. I'll be lonely.
We'll also be doing some shenanigans for Grateful Rescue.
Oh, shit. Oh, not the shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
In our booth, there's always shenanigans. So,
Yes.
You're right.
Non-stop.
The next person that says shenanigans.
So let me ask you.
Oh, you mean shenanigans?
Jacob, you're at PopCon every year as a Ghostbuster. Are there some favorite things that you're looking forward to again this year besides your shenanigans at the Ghostbusters booth?
I mean, PopCon's just so much fun. It's always been my favorite local convention. The cosplay is just out of this world at PopCon, and actually the first year, and you even showed a picture of me on the stage. I'd won 3rd place as a duo for amateur cosplayer and a Luigi cosplay.
Nice.
So
I didn't know that was you.
That's me. So, and I still have that, but I don't wear it as much anymore. I've upgraded my ghost busting equipment, as it were.
Clearly.
But I love seeing all that cosplay, and it's always so much fun, just to see someone put their heart on their sleeve in that way and represent a character that means something to them. That's definitely my favorite part of that con.
Awesome. What about you, Josh?
That's kind of how I got started somewhat, where my kids were into anime, and there's an anime convention in Chicago. I took them up there, and my son was like, "You got to dress up, Dad." I'm like, "No, that's Halloween. I'm not going to do that." I already had this that I did for a Halloween party. Long story short, there's 4 or 5 guys dressed up in gear, and I'm like, okay. And then just start going to conventions, and PopCon being one of them. And so happened to run into these guys, and then followed them on Facebook, and then found out they messaged me and said, "Do you want to join?" I'm like, "What do you do?" "Well, we raise money for charity." So
what am I getting myself into?
So, but once I heard we raise money for charity for the in and around the city, I went sold, because not only can I show my fandom for one of my favorite movies, but I'm also doing good for the community at the same time. So a lot of people who've known me, it's like they know that I do this, and they think it's great. The band members and the bands I'm in know it. I have little Ghostbuster figures I put in my amp. I have my pedal board set up like a little containment unit, and just have fun with it. And that's the thing about it is it's having fun. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And these guys are great. I couldn't wish for a better group. These guys are great. I know, Jacob. I know.
Oh,
flattering.
A sweet moment. Well, thank you guys so much for joining the show tonight, and make sure that as you attend PopCon this weekend, it is 3 days of fun. You do not want to miss out stopping by and saying hello to the Circle City Ghostbusters, and make sure that you bring some supplies for the pets, and that you also stop by and spin the wheel and have some fun.
Remember, 24/7 hours a day, 7 days a week. No job is too big, no charity too small.
I was just gonna ask you. You're like, you're so good at that. You're like, hey, she doesn't need to ask me. I know what to say.
It was either going to be Jake or I, so I figured I might as well do it. Besides that, we'd get yelled at if we didn't say it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for everything you do for the community, and we will see you at PopCon this weekend.
See you then. Thanks for having us.
Yay! Thanks, guys. All right. Oh my gosh, Johna, the show goes by so fast.
I know. I was just looking at the run sheet and I was like, wow, we are like
I know. We gotta get right into what's poppin' in pop culture with producer Johna, because we have got our friend and filmmaker April Wright, who's going to be joining us again. There is life after PopCon, even though everything right now feels like it's just PopCon this weekend. On Monday night, it's a national holiday. It's drive-in day. And
I love the drive-in much.
I know. Save it for when April is with us. Okay. Right now, Johna, I need you to get it together because I'm turning the show over to you. It's time for what's poppin' in pop culture with producer Johna. Woo!
That's me.
All right. What you got going?
All right. Well, I finished watching Stranger Things on Saturday.
Everyone is watching Stranger Things.
It's so good. It has over 280 million views and it just premiered last Friday.
You know, I did a poll because it was the Indy 500 was going on this past weekend, and I was like, what are you watching this weekend? Are you watching the Indy 500? Are you watching Top Gun Maverick? Are you watching Stranger Things?
I saw that poll.
Or are you watching Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I was already done with Stranger Things though, so I was like, well, I'm not watching anything, so I'm not gonna vote.
I mean, I was like locally Indy 500,
right?
Was a big win, but overwhelmingly it was Stranger Things.
Oh, and
everybody was watching Stranger Things.
So good.
All right.
Absolutely fantastic.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Because I watched the first season, and then I was like 2 episodes into the second season. Producer Patches wasn't feeling it. And when you watch things together, right, you can kind of tell there's a body language thing, and it's like, well, this isn't fun for me because I can feel you,
right?
Like
I can feel you not having fun.
I can feel you not having fun. So I didn't get into it. So I had this thought: could I watch go to season 3? Because they're going to do the intro, right? They're going to do the recap at the beginning of season 2. Then go to season 4 and get the recap of season 3, and then start. I can't.
No, you got to watch it all because it's all interconnected. All the characters.
I know, but don't they do a good job with the recap?
Yeah, but I mean, it's more fun to actually watch the full on
Well, I'm sure it is, but what if I don't have time?
I mean, if you don't have time, then just watch the recap if you want to.
I actually was going to try to do that today, but it didn't work. All right.
I mean, if you got time, I would say do it because season 4 is absolutely fantastic. It's my favorite thing right now. I'm honestly thinking about starting Stranger Things from the beginning.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe we can do that together. My gosh, you're so sick. Do you need to go home?
I'm not sick. It's just allergies.
You're allergic to Indiana.
Yes. Yeah. Indiana is deciding to murder me. Okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
New episode dropped today. I'm not watching it, obviously.
We will be watching that as soon as we're done here. What's cooking with Patches tonight? The after show will be his Alfredo recipe. Remember that you can watch that on Facebook only. That's a Facebook exclusive. What's cooking with Patches? He's going to need to cook that fast because I want to watch Obi-Wan.
Oh, yeah. Got to watch Obi-Wan.
And I think it's okay to say it now. I was quiet at first after we watched it because I never want to ruin anybody's experience, but I didn't know what to expect. And if you want to talk about this more, we deep dive into it in the Kind of Nerdy Girls episode that came out today. You can listen to that, kindofnerdygirls.com. If you are subscribed on YouTube, the Kind of Nerdy Girls is also on the same YouTube channel as the KJ Today show. So you kind of get it all together. But they put out some stills and we're talking about it. I think it's out there now. But this storyline, I didn't know what to expect from Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I should have. It's like, well, yeah, of course that's where the storyline's going. But at the time I didn't think about it. And then I was just blown away that we're getting little Leia. Like, young little. Now she's not a baby; she's 10, but
That's
she's
like
10, so she's like
baby.
feisty Leia,
Oh,
right?
gosh.
Like you're like, oh, this is why she
Yeah.
became who she was as an adult,
Yeah.
because she was the challenging child. And the little girl that they have playing her is spot on.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's doing such a.
She
I mean,
said Carrie Fisher is like, thank you.
yes, Carrie Fisher has to be smiling right now.
Yes,
So
100%.
I got a message right before we went on from listener Jim, who is a member of the KJ crew.
What's up, listener Jim?
Get your crew number at kjcrew.com. And he said, he was like, have you watched this yet? I can't wait for you to see it. I've not had feelings like that since I was 11 years old watching New Hope for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's setting the bar pretty high
intense
for tonight's episode.
That
All
is
right.
pretty intense.
All right. So I want to say thank you to Indie Holistic Hub, who is one of our fantastic sponsors. Thank you so much to the Indie Holistic Hub for being a part of the KJ Today show and also providing such an important service. All of us, it's top of mind, our mental health, our well-being, our body, mind, and spirit all working together. If you are looking to explore holistic ways of taking care of yourself, these are the professionals that you can turn to, the members of the Indie Holistic Hub, and the directory is free. Go to indieholistichub.com. All right, so we still have the pet of the week coming up. If you submitted your pet, stand by for that, because your pet might be on the show in mere moments.
Your pet could be famous soon.
Yes. How we did One Must Go. It's Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt. We need you guys in the comments voting. One must go.
I feel like we should have pre-made a poll for this or something.
I know. That's fine, Johna. And we always do tell me something good. So if you have some good news to share, put that in the comments. While you are sharing your good news, I am going to bring on our next special guest with some fabulous news. I am just so excited to be talking with April Wright, who is such a passionate filmmaker. And we talked when Stunt Women was out, correct, April?
Oh, Stunt Women.
Yep, I think that's when we first met. Yep.
Yes. And so if you haven't seen Stunt Women, you need to catch up on it, because April she was on with us for the Kind of Nerdy Girls, and you were sharing all of these amazing stories about, being on the set with these stunt women that are doing the amazing things that we see in Wonder Woman and Guardians of the Galaxy and Fast and the Furious. Can you, has it sunk in with you that you actually got to be on those sets and have that cool
was
experience?
The funnest. Yeah, that was the funnest film to make. Anybody who is fans of those movies, they should see Stunt Women, because we had like Linda Carter, Wonder Woman's double from back in the day. We had Pam Grier's double from back in the day. So we had some of the women that were really breaking barriers doing it in the 70s. And then we have all the present day stunt women, everybody who doubles for Black Widow, for Captain Marvel. Like you said, Michelle Rodriguez's driver in all the Fast and Furious movies. They're in it. And I got to shoot a drift car racing scene with them, which you don't usually get to do for a documentary. So that was super cool.
That's awesome.
Did you know that day, where they were like, hey, you're here. Do you want to take over for a little bit?
That's a funny question. Well, Debbie Evans, who is one of the top drivers in the industry, and she does all Michelle's driving since the very first Fast and Furious movie. Well, her husband is a stuntman and her son is a stuntman, and she and the son both did driving in the Fast and Furious when they were on the ice. So I was basically working with top professionals, and they have stunt things in their yard, as many stunt people do. And so I let them plan the day and just show me what they do and what they wanted to show me. So I didn't know exactly what was going to happen, but they said, hey, we thought we could do this. We thought we could do this. And because Michelle Rodriguez and Debbie had only worked, side by side, trading places in the car in the very first Fast and Furious, before it was a big deal, before it was big budget, all the other ones, they're in different locations. The stunt team is doing something completely different. And so the idea of putting them in the car together, you know, so that Michelle could see how her driver drives firsthand. How do you get to do that? You know, it was super cool. It was super fun. So anybody who loves any action films, Fast and Furious films, Marvel films, you know, they should see my documentary, because you get to see who's really doing the stuff for real behind the scenes.
And now talking about, you know, behind the scenes and a story you've been a part of for a very long time. The drive-ins had a comeback, you know, with the pandemic, but long before that, you went on the road and literally traveled the country and did your first documentary about drive-ins. And now we're here with you. Oh, you do way better at pointing than I'm always like,
I know. There it is.
There it is. So why don't you tell us first about how the first documentary came to be, and then I'm very excited to let everybody know that the second one is here, and we'll talk about how they can see it.
Yep. And I actually have a little thing. I don't want to forget to show this because they're so cool. One of the drive-ins, the Evergreen Drive-In in Pennsylvania, gave me these super cool "Let's all go to the lobby" earrings. And you can buy them on their website. The Evergreen Drive-In in Pennsylvania. They have these. They're handmade. They're so cool. So I wear them sometimes, and I was getting ready to do this, and I'm like, this is the perfect show.
Yes.
To appreciate something like this.
Yes,
100%.
because in my head, I've got the jingle
right?
going.
Right.
So I went to movies growing up. I love movies, and I went to drive-ins a lot growing up. And when I got older, and for a while, there were just a lot of them standing, you know, empty, abandoned. And I would drive out of my way. This is when I was still in Chicago. And then after I moved to LA, I would go out of my way to drive and sit there and visit them. Like they were like an old relative I wanted to go visit. Like they were on life support, and I was like, you know, please, can't you come back? You know, what's going on? Why are you closed? Why is there, you know, why is it blocked off? Why aren't you open? Everybody loves cars. Everybody loves movies. What happened? And so I set out to find the answer to that question. And I did. I traveled the whole country. I went to every single state. Alaska is the only state I have not gone to yet. They did have drive-ins there, and I will get there eventually. But I went to open, closed, abandoned, remnants, former sites to see the whole story, and made my first documentary, Going Attractions, the definitive story of the American drive-in movie. And that one came out in 2013 and did really well. And but I wanted to, title of my new film, I wanted to go back to the drive-in. I wanted to go even before the pandemic, because I wanted to show how they're family-owned businesses and how much effort it takes for them to keep drive-ins alive and going, and what they mean to their communities. But they're also passionate about it. And each drive-in kind of reflects the owners a little bit. And so I wanted to do a more in-depth story on the owners. And I was at the convention that the drive-in owners have right before the pandemic in like February of 2020. And Brad Pitt had just won the Oscar, and he was talking about how, you know, going to drive-ins is part of what made him get into movies. And we're like, you know, can we leverage that? What can we do to make sure people know drive-ins are still out there, to make sure people know they can go visit the drive-in? And then all of a sudden COVID hits, and it's like, okay, well, we got that national news coverage. Our drive-in's still out
Not
there.
exactly what we were hoping for.
Not the way
That doesn't
we
work.
expected, but it got the attention. But despite that, you know, it's still been a struggle, because a lot of them were at reduced capacity, or they couldn't do full concessions, or Hollywood movies were not coming out. And so it has been a struggle for them to keep going. But that's what the new movie is about. It's about the resilience of how these drive-in owners are so determined to keep their individual drive-ins open. And I visited 11 very unique different drive-ins in 8 different states. And I just kind of spent a night with them to see all the stuff that they have going on. So that's what the movie's about, and we are doing this big drive-in day, special advanced screening on drive-in screens only on Monday on June 6th, and there's 3 drive-ins in Indiana that are playing it.
Yeah,
So,
so
yep.
I've got
So then-
the theaters listed, and
Yep.
we're not far at all from the one in Shelbyville.
The Skyline. Oh my God, I used to go to that all the time when I was a kid with my grandma.
Yeah, when I mentioned
Oh
that you
my
were
gosh.
going to be here and that we were going to be talking about, drive-in day is Monday and there's a special screening going on, and John, you lit up.
Oh, I used to, and I wish because that one in Shelbyville has been on and off owners for my entire life. But I remember just going to church with my grandma on Saturday nights, and then we would go to the drive-in right afterwards. I remember seeing Austin Powers Goldmember on the big screen at the drive-in. So that is one of my absolute favorite things to do is to drive-in.
You should go there on Monday night. You should go back.
I
go back to the drive-in.
You need to go.
I will go
to
back
the
to the drive-in.
Everyone needs to go back to the drive-in.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that one has the owner that's been there. He's been there a little while now, so it's it's good. You should check it out. And then the Moonlight is in Terre Haute, and the Starlight is in Bloomington. And those two, they're playing it as a double feature with Top Gun Maverick.
How cool is that?
Bonus. I know, right?
Yeah.
So you can see
of course, my movie and Tom Cruise's film.
Yeah, they're the same, right?
Both 5 stars, I would say.
Yeah, no, it's really awesome. It's just good timing worked out that way that I'm playing at 20 drive-ins, and many of them are doing double feature with Top Gun Maverick. The Benji's in Baltimore is doing a double feature with Grease, so that is really cool. Each drive-in's sort of doing their own thing. Some of them are just celebrating drive-in day, like the Skyline is doing. The very first drive-in opened in 1933 in Camden, New Jersey, and that's 89 years ago. So that's how drive-in day got designated. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, April, on all of the success and getting back out there and getting back to the drive-in and getting so many other people back to the drive-in. Because like you said, it's such an important part of community and the families that own these and the passion that goes into it. It's just such an important thing to support, and you get this amazing experience. So it's like why are we not doing this more often?
Exactly.
Why are we not going back?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with streaming. Everybody does it. We all do it. But when you go see something in a theater, you remember it better. Like you have more of an experience. When you go to a drive-in, it's like a full experience.
Yes.
The whole environment makes, is part of the show and part of the memory you create. So it definitely makes things more special if you go see it at a theater or at a drive-in.
Yeah, and if you go to the drive-in, nobody's shushing you because you're talking too much.
That's right.
There is that.
Experience. It is. Yeah.
Johna, from now on, I only need to see movies with you at the drive-in. I'm always shushing her.
Not there.
All right, April, best of luck celebrating on Monday night, back to the drive-in for drive-in day. And then the full release is in August, right?
Yep. It'll be in more theaters, including indoors, releasing on August 12th. So that's very exciting too.
All right.
Nice.
Keep us posted on all of your amazing projects. And thank you so much, April, for being here.
Thank you guys for having me on the show and for all your passion for all these things. I really, really love it. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. We'll talk again soon, April.
Right.
That is April Wright. She is the filmmaker back to the drive-in, which is going to be, again, Monday only. Go back to the drive-in. It's drive-in
I will,
day.
in fact, go back to the drive-in on Monday.
All right. Wasn't that a great Tell Me Something Good?
It was. I loved it.
It's all about the community and having fun and doing good things. And we're getting ready, Johna, for the end of the show credits, which is also
yes, the show credits, because I know they're different this week.
They are, yes. I added a little bit. I'm going to try to. I'm trying out one thing.
Oh goodness.
I know I'm learning as we go. So I'm trying out one thing to make sure that we, if we use somebody's music, that they get credit for it, things like that. So we've got the pet of the week that I want to make sure that we don't miss out on, because we always want to celebrate our pets. We had Tom Arnold talking about his dog earlier. If you missed it, you can go back and watch the KJ Today Show on demand. And this is a surprise to the owner and certainly to the cat. And by the way, it's not that I'm just always going to pick out cats. It just so happened that this fun fact was one.
She's always going to pick cats.
Really caught my attention. Our pet of the week is Mac. Mac is 2 years old. His mother, Britt, says that he has a twin brother named Cheese.
Mac and Cheese.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Cat Mom Britt, we're going to need to see Cheese, please. Please, we need to see Mac and Cheese. Mac loves to headbutt windows. He loves to headbutt doors and also walls, runs right into walls.
Same.
And he is known for knocking grown adults off their feet. He is, quote, a wrecking ball.
I know some cats in someone's house that do that as well.
Yeah, that would be Grayson.
Yes, Grayson is always trying to trip me.
Oh my gosh. Can we please send some positive vibes to producer Johna that she gets to be feeling better soon? Everybody, grab your Shanghai or whatever you've got and just send some positive vibes.
Please
to Johna,
send Allegra and Mucinex.
These positive vibes are brought to you by Summer Bash, Indiana. Again, we're so excited to have Summer Bash a part of the KJ Today Show.
I'm excited for Summer Bash.
And you got to save the date, Johna.
I shall.
Summer Bash is happening July 8th and 9th at the Water Bowl in Muncie. And it's 17 bands on 2 stages. And it's all inclusive. So you get food, booze, and camping in one ticket.
Ooh.
You can spend Friday night and Saturday night having all the fun, watching all the live music. And you can save $10. It's $80 for the 2 nights of camping and all the food. That food, Johnny, you get hamburgers and hot dogs.
Oh, love a good hamburger and hot dog.
As much as you want. Hamburgers and hot dogs.
Love that.
You get soda, you get water, you get beer, you get wine. You can literally roll up, camp, enjoy the music, enjoy the fun of summer in Indiana. It is Summer Bash Indiana. And if you go to summerbashindiana.com, use the promo code KJ today to save $10 off your ticket.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay!
I'm excited for Summer Bash.
One must go, Johna.
Oh God.
Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh God. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of either of their movies, but I'll say Tom Cruise because I really liked the Ocean's movies.
Right. You're okay. So you're getting rid of Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of people in the comments said they would also get rid of Tom Cruise.
Okay.
If I'm being honest. I'm really just hopping on the bandwagon.
All right. So Brad Pitt gets to make more movies.
Live another day, Brad Pitt.
Oh, well, he's got all those kids, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he does have a lot of kids. So.
All right.
What about you, KJ? Brad.
It's tough because from a movie standpoint, like Top Gun, I mean, I've seen a lot more. I was thinking about this. I've seen a lot more Tom Cruise movies than I have Brad Pitt. But I did love the Ocean's movies.
They were good.
And I love Brad Pitt's beautiful blue eyes. And the reason that I decided to go ahead and go with Tom Cruise must go is because of Brad Pitt's cameo in Deadpool. I mean, it was so short.
That's what saved him.
But it was so it was the shortest cameo, right? Like, you're like, wait, that was Brad Pitt? He just got electrocuted. That was Brad Pitt. Yeah, that was Brad Pitt. Yeah. So because he was in the Deadpool movie, I'm keeping Brad Pitt.
Gets to live another day.
And I haven't seen Maverick yet, so don't get mad at me because maybe after Maverick it'll change my opinion.
No, she's lying.
I am lying.
She's a liar.
I don't know why Twitter got in a fight over Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, but I was like, what?
Like total on opposite ends of the spectrum.
This is weird.
So,
and when you go into Twitter when something's trending and Twitter isn't like, here is why something is trending.
Right.
They make you sit there and scroll, and you're like, I don't understand. Okay, that's a picture of Brad Pitt. Yeah, he looks nice. Okay, that is one of Brad Pitt's movies that somebody just reviewed. And you're like, why the heck is this? But you don't give up, right? You're like, I'm going to find out why this is trending.
Where did this originate? I get it.
But this was like, I clicked on it and it was like a full-on Twitter feud about Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. I'm like, well, I don't know why, but I'm here for it. Okay. All right.
She said, give me the tea. I want to know.
Put it on the roadmap. We're going to talk about that on the KJ Today show. Coming up next week, very excited, Colton Haynes from Arrow. He has his new book is out now. Highly recommend you go get it. It's it's a very honest, heartfelt, and I could tell while I was talking to him, that he really kind of put himself out there, made himself vulnerable, talked through his pain. It has not been easy for him to be in the public spotlight.
Yeah.
But he's an amazing human being, and putting his story out there
Colton.
is going to make a huge difference. And he's a huge cat dad. Oh my gosh, he just wants to talk about his cat.
Yeah. I follow him on Twitter, not Twitter, on Instagram, so I see all the pictures.
a little tease when I asked him about his cat, he was like, "You mean my child?" I was like, "Yes, your child." Just tell me about your child, Mr. Haynes.
I love it.
So that will be coming up next week as we get closer to Father's Day. We are going to celebrate some of our favorite cat dads, like producer Patches. Where have you been, Patches?
He's been hiding downstairs.
Oh yeah, just been hanging out in the background, man.
You just waiting to make that chicken Alfredo for us?
I am, yes.
Oh,
We're at that time because we want Johna to be able to get home without falling asleep.
Yes, we do.
That is true.
Johna doesn't feel good, so thank you very much to Tom Arnold. Thank you to the Circle City Ghostbusters. Thank you to filmmaker April Wright for coming on here and talking about Back to the Drive-In. And thank you to you. It's been another great show.
Yes, it has.
We appreciate all the comments. We appreciate you being here. And we appreciate you hanging around because we know you want the end of the show. The end credits are here.
Just want the credits.
Just enjoy. Sit back. Enjoy. Do you wanna watch the end credits together and then do the end credits?
Whatever you want to do.
Let's go ahead and just let everybody enjoy the end credits.
Got it.
Okay.
All
right.
right.
Because Johna's sick. I want to get her out of here. I want to get her home.
A little after this time next week, I'll be 2 minutes away from you, so it won't be that bad.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, she's moving right up. Yeah, she's moving like five blocks away, I think.
Next week it's Johna's big. It's her big girl move-in day.
Yay!
Johna's getting a place of her own, so we're going to be celebrating that. It's going to be a really fun show. Positive vibes again. Brought to you by POPCON. Brought to you by Indie Holistic Hub and our new sponsor, Summer Bash. Woo! Thank you.
We were really in sync there.
We were.
Man.
Really good. All right. Thank you. Good night.